very good afternoon to respected Deputy CM Garu, who has at a short notice accepted our invitation and come to hear us out. Sir, already it has been said, last 3 days, intense discussion, high level energy, lot of exchange of ideas has taken place, leading to some outcomes which we want to adopt as either policy at the DGP level or at the government level. So there are different levels of policy we need in place, which will, effectively the goal is that all the women should work shoulder to shoulder and contribute to a safe and secure Telangana. I, however, have been left alone here. My team has decided, of the senior team, has decided that I should do the presentation on my own to conserve some time. So on behalf of all the 5 groups, so the 5 groups mainstreaming was led by Shikha and her team, Shikha Goel and her team. The group 2, can you give me the list? List of groups. The group 2 on workplace harassment was led by Charu Sinha, who is not able to come here because of health issues. Group theme 3 regarding changing the organization culture was led by me and other officers. Theme 4, infrastructure, facility and workplace bandobast, personal safety and exposure to violence situation, was led by Swati Lakra and her team. Theme of Shilpavali and others. Theme 4, infrastructure and facilities at workplace and bandobast, was led by, work-life balance, health, well-being and recognition of contributions, was led by Rakshita and Shweta from City Police. They are not able to attend because it is Friday and they are busy with bandobast. Sir, there have been specific recommendations made from each of these themes. So, purpose of this conference, I wanted a print here, Babu. So, purpose of this conference was to foster dialogue and collaboration amongst all. Right now, at training, everyone is together and then they go away to their police stations, and then there is no coordination, networking, exchange of ideas amongst all the officers, men and women. So, this was also a forum to get them together and share their ideas so that they could talk about their own well-being, their empowerment, and how to enhance their effectiveness and address the challenges that are being faced by them in the workplace. So the current scenario, if you see, after 8% of the Telangana police having women, the SIs in the SHO role in 2018 batch, 56% of the women have SHO roles. In 22 batch, 74% are in SHO roles, and in 24 batch, only 68% are in SHO roles. So the request from all the sub-inspector and senior ranks has been that they should also get an opportunity to work in the law and order field, and there should be a policy in place by which their number also comes without having to reach out or push or press or have pehervi to get a law and order role within the first 2 or 3 years of their careers. So the participation, as has been said, has been from constable to DG rank officers. There have been all sorts of police units, as was described earlier, with global experts coming, and also we had officers coming in from Madhya Pradesh, from Tamil Nadu and from Odisha to share their best practices. Bala is today representing for us Tamil Nadu, Shaini is representing Odisha, and Vineet, who has done a lot of work, has gone back he was representing Madhya Pradesh. So these are our recommendations. For gender mainstreaming, sir, we have, that is Shikha Goel and her team, have recommended. And of course, we all had a total discussion. Everyone came together and discussed each of these recommendations. The first recommendation and the easiest to do is that we should not be called WPC, WHC, WARSI, WSI. Sorry? Okay. Yeah. Will you manage the change there? So that W should be removed, because we were recruited. I mean, my joke was, I'm not WIPS, I'm IPS. So why should there be WHC, WPC, WSI? So that gender segregation should be removed. It's a very easy thing to do, but it's a mindset thing. So that is the first recommendation. So the second recommendation is that all duties should be given to everyone. For example, patrolling duties, there is a mindset that amongst the managers, I talked to a lot of managers, there are several managers sitting here also. In the urban areas, women are doing night patrolling, but in the rural areas, there's a hesitation to put them into night patrolling. But we are recommending that women should be deployed in beat patrol and night duties, and they should have their presence in QRTs, in SWATs, in BD teams, in any field where they can excel. They should, and then they are interested in, they should have the opportunity to come and work in that field, sir. There should be a minimum fixed percentage of women SHOs in every unit. Sir, in UP and some of the other states, there is a number of women SHOs which are mandated, and our request also is that till there are sufficiency of women, the senior level women who can be SHOs, they should be posted as SHOs in non-women police station. What is happening right now is that they are getting posted as SHOs in women police stations. Now in women police stations, the work is of one particular type, and they don't get a whole rounded exposure to investigation, bandobast, etc. So our request is not just stereotyping and putting into women police station, they should be deployed into law and order and other police stations as a fixed mandate initially till there is a sufficiency of numbers and they come into rotation in any case. As a starting step, sir, the government and DG sir are requested that immediately one SHO and one non-woman PS per unit per zone may be implemented, as far as I know the exigencies, but that is a request, that is a recommendation, sir. Then to make sure that the women are able to take up all roles, sufficiency of professional development and training should be there to not only boost their courage, their conviction, and also their self-confidence, and thereby participation in all the duties. So, sir, till now we have not paid attention to how much component is coming for trainings from women, and it is a very routine nomination for various trainings. So we are now requesting that there should be a systematic monitoring of how many women are being nominated for training and what kind of training, and all of them have requested for personal defense training. So to roll out specific trainings which make women stronger and more confident right down to the police station level, rather than calling them to the training academies or training institutions, have it in the workplace. Then for so traffic management is another area where public sees us immediately. So right now, where there are women in traffic management, however, very few women are there, and since it is a very high publicity area, also a high value area for communication and empathy, we request, our recommendation of the group is that more women should be assigned to traffic duties to improve the public perception and reduce the conflict and altercations that take place during traffic stops, traffic challans, traffic checkings, etc. So when functional duties are assigned to women, the recommendation is that all functional verticals they should work in on a rotation basis, so that they have a well-rounded understanding as they're going up in the organization. They are not stuck just to the functional vertical of general duty and to the functional vertical of reception, but and technology, but they understand all the other functional verticals, so they can develop a well-rounded personality and a well-rounded police persona. So there should be automatic period rotation of functional vertical duties and a common roster to include both men and women without segregation. So the underlying concept is that Hyderabad is among the safest cities for working women, and our officers, if we are to say that women police are not safe, means this is not a very good reflection for the general public. If we are saying Hyderabad is a safe city for women, it should be a safer city for police women. So the the other reforms are gender parity in performance. SHO performance on gender parity to their ACR, APR should be there, sir. How is an SHO taking up the issue of gender parity in their rostering or in their duties? That should be a parameter in their ACR, making them accountable for ensuring that long-term gender parity is percolating down to the police station. There should be a KPI so that we can monitor and measure how far this change reform is going, sir. Then mandatory gender sensitization training at state, district and police station level. Very often when we call for gender sensitization training, we only get women. But the gender sensitization has to be of both women and men. Women have to understand what their role is, and men have to understand how they have to work alongside women. So this gender sensitization training at all level. 1 day training at headquarter or TGPA level for all unit officers and IPS officers, 1 day for SHOs, 1 day for all PS staff of the state. So simultaneous execution of trainings to ensure that there is an impact and a signal that there is overwhelming thinking behind gender parity. And down the line, targets to be given to unit officers to complete the sensitization within specific time frames at district level and SHOs and PS levels. Right now, sir, the investigation capacity, while many of the women are working as writers and they're doing very good jobs of recording statements, but the investigating skills are not being built up. Even we request that because women have a very good thinking and communication and connection capacity, they should be used more and more in investigation. And right now, because we're only at 8%, it is an option. But once we go towards 33% and more, it will not be an option. So let us prepare from today so that women are investigating as we grow with the women in the organization. So long-term integrated training, when the stipendary trainings, the induction trainings happen, very often we do segregated. Only for sub-inspectors we do a co-ed training. For constables we do not do a co-ed training, but the recommendation is that the understanding, the sensitization should start at the training level itself, so that it is not a cultural shock once they get posted to the police station. A comprehensive gender inclusive training to be implemented at all ranks. Common training to ensure gender sensitivity at entry level itself, so that later on it is just a revision course. A gender audit to be conducted by external professional agency every 1 or 2 years to understand how far the department has reached in gender espousing and ensuring gender parity in roles and infrastructure at police station levels. For example, sir, since 20 years, we have been asking for spaces for women in police stations as they are getting deployed for their children, in case they have children, even for just resting for 5-10 minutes or eating their food. There is no space. For toilets is a basic necessity for bandobast. There is no space. The new police station, this is being integrated, but there are several old police stations where I have visited couple, and there is a label there, sir, but it is not up to the mark. I mean, one would not even use it in emergency. So some kind of auditing of that also has to happen. And we should have that instituted at best corporate practice level. Then, of course, the recruitment target, we have already, the Telangana government stated policy is 1/3 recruitment. And we hope that every recruitment there will be 1/3 and more women coming in, and that there would be camps to train women, because where women fail is not in the written exam. They get left behind in the physical PETs. So we will have more camps. Last couple of years, DG sir has been organizing, the government and all the departments have been organizing these training camps, training melas before recruitment, and that continues with special emphasis on women.